For the destination signs, what I'm going to do is duplicate this part and just going to create the front, back, and the side destination. Now just gonna color black, and I'm going to add in the surface GUI, access the text label. Just need to change the position of it. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. For this one, what I'm going to do is change the size of it from 1010 for it, just so it covers all of the part of it. And then go to change the name of the part to S. So now what I can do is change the background transparency just to 1. And I'm going to change the color of the destination to orange. Yep. So far so good. If I were to scale it, yep, it should work for now. So now I'm going to copy and paste the text label and just move over here. And let's just scale this down. This will be the side destination, so that's why I'm going to rename that to side des. Then lastly is the back part, the back des. I'll just move this here, and now change this part to back des. Okay, just make this smaller. Around there should be fine. Now I'm just going to get rid of the labels. Okay, go change this to not end surface. And just going to do the same for the side desk too. Just going to change that to not end surface. I will need to change the surface GUI for that. So what I'm going to do is change the fixed size just to make that better. Okay, yeah, this will work. Now that we got the outside destinations, I'm just going to group them, just like so. And this one is going to be outer destination. And now what I am going to do is just go bring this in a bit. And now we go work on the interior destination. This one I'm going to do the physical buttons first, and then later on I will work on the GUIs. Now I just go to duplicate this part, just gonna bring this down, and I go to create the buttons for it. Okay, just gotta scale this down. So for this one, this will be our left button. So actually, I'm going to name this left arrow. This one is going to be our right arrow. Next, we will put in our enter destination. Here. Enter des. And lastly will be the one that shows up what our destination size could be. for here. But this will be our destination sign. Now actually I'm gonna name that to show sign for it. And there we got that. I will just group them and I'll just name them in their destination. Now that we did that, let me just change up the color so that they're easier to see. Okay, I'll get these ones to be darker. And then for this one, I'll go for more like a teal color. So now for the buttons, for the left arrow and right arrow, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the images of the arrows towards them. Just over here. Just need to flip it. Just go add the other one to there. And now I can just add in surface UI, text label. And now what they can just do is I just go to add their S for this. Just need to change the position of it so I can see it. Just change that right. And now I can just change the size of it. Right. So far so good. Let me just make it easier to see that one. I'll make it more like a green color. Just go copy this surface UI and just go paste it. Now for this, I can just make this a lot more bigger. These ones are our physical buttons. So now I can get started with the scripting. So now for the right arrow, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to get the right arrow, so I go to right arrow equals script.parent. And I will also need to get the show sign so we can set the destination. We'll show the destination. So show sign equals right arrow dot parent dot show sign. And we also need the text link for that. Let me just put it in show sign, just be easier. Right, and I also need to add in the what was that name again? Oh yeah, click detector. I just need to add them to these buttons, because I forgot to do that. So I'll just quickly go ahead and do that. So now I can just get the click detector. So we'll go click detector equals right arrow dot click detector. Now I can just do click detector dot mouse click connect function. For this one here, I'm gonna set a number here, and then go set this to 1. And the next one I'm gonna do is add in our desk table. So local desk table. For this one, it will hold our destinations in there. So I just go use 5 of them. So I go to 43 Kennedy, 8 Apples Field, 41 Museum, 143 Kingsway, And lastly, 7 university. That's for the last one. Now that we got our 5 destinations, what I'm going to do is create an if statement. So if number is greater than or equal to the desk table, what we're going to do, actually, I have to remember that I just need to create a number, a number value instead. So what I'm going to do is add in this number value. This will be our desk count. That's what I'm going to name it. So let's get our desk count. So local desk count equals right arrow dot parent dot desk count. That's the number we're going to use, and we just need to set the value of it to 1. So now we're going to say if desk count is greater than or equal to table.max and table, then we're going to set that to 1. Else, if it's not, then we're going to do desk count plus equals 1. So pretty much going to add 1 to the desk count. And now I can just do show sign dot text equals, so I just need to get desk table, and we can just put desk count dot value. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in the value, so let me just do that. Okay. Just need to set this one 1. Then just gonna add value down 2. And now if we were to test it out, when we press the right button, the text label should change for the sign show. Now if we test this, we get Applesfield, 141 Coliseum. I am going to quickly fix the destination actually. So I think what I'm going to do for that one is just going to use, what was the button? Here we go, text scaled. This is what I'm going to use. And now if I were to retry this again, when I click the right button, it will manage to increase it, and it'll change the sign show. So if I click, we get 8 Applesfield, 141 Coliseum, Kingsway, 7 University, and once it gets to that max number of the table, it'll just go back to non-dense service. Actually, I forgot that I need to add the non-dense service, so let me go ahead and do that. So let me just add in here, not in service, and the part that I actually didn't fix is this one here. Wait, so let me first test this out to see if it works. If it doesn't, then I think I know what I need to change about it. Okay, so if we test this out, 43 candy, so far it's working. As you see, once you get to 7 University, it takes twice to change it actually. So for that, I'm going to need to fix the desk count of value. Pretty much just gonna change this. Just put up there. And then for this one, all I just need to do is just add the sign show to here. And yeah, this should work properly. So when I increase the number and it goes all the way up to 7 university, it will go back to not in service. Yeah, so now if I were to test this out, it increases. And yeah, as you saw, when I went to 7 university, no, actually did not go up to 7 university, so I actually need to fix that. So it was probably working fine when I actually just put it down there then. Okay, so let me just put it back into the else statement, and this should work. Okay, so we increase it. Once we're at 7 university, it should go back to not in service. Yep, just like so. It went back to not in service. So now that I got the script set up, I'm going to create a module script for it. So here, just go create this module script. I'm gonna name this our module desk. So first of all, what I'm going to do is change module to change desk. And now I'm going to do function change desk dot. Now actually, I should probably change the name because I want this to be changed desk. So for now, I'm just gonna leave this as desk right here. So desk dot change desk. And what we're going to do is, for here, we're going to have in. First of all, we need desk count here. Other one is show site. We can do that. And next we also need the desk table. Let's just grab that. And then I'll just paste it into here. So now we got our desk table. Now what I can do is just going to copy and paste this into here. And then I am going to do else if the desk count of value is less than the max. Well, less than 0 actually. No, less than 1. Let's just do that. Desk count of value. If that one is less than 1, then what I'm going to do is just bring that back to 1. No, actually bring it to the max actually. That's what I should do. So for this one, I get to put desk value is equal to table.max desk table. Okay, if this one doesn't work, then I do have an idea of how to fix that. And next, we just need to put this show sign here. Naturally, you just need to put 2 number. That's the table. And this should work properly. So now if I were to go back to script, all I can just do is require the module. So local module des equals require right arrow dot parent dot actually wrong one dot module des. So now that we require it, now I can just get rid of that, and now I can put in the module des dot change. All I just need to do is just put in show sign des count, and if I were to test this out, it should work. And if it does work, I can simply use the module script again on the other script. It'll be easy to change that. So just like so, it's working so far, so it'll be a lot more easier to change the scripts when I need to. So now let's go ahead and copy the script over to the left arrow. And what I can do, actually, I will need to check if this is the left arrow or right arrow. So for this one, I'm going to just simply put in part name. And this will just simply let me know if this is the right arrow or left arrow. So for right, I can just put in right arrow dot name. And for naturally, this is for the left arrow. Just to keep things simple, just gonna change this to left arrow. Now I just need to do is just copy and just do the same for the other so that it's easier to see it. There we go. Now we could just do the same for the right arrow. Okay, just need to actually move the scripts. Thought that was doing the right one, but not. So now what I can just do is just do right arrow name. And now what should happen is I'll be able to move the destination, like I will be able to increase the number, and once I do, it'll change the destination, either increasing it or decreasing it. So if we were to test this out, as you can see, right now we have 143, but now if I were to use the left arrow, we go back to object service. Yeah, as you can see, it's back to object service, and yeah, it's decreased. Well, it's decreasing, but actually it's increasing for both of them. So that's my bet. So what I just need to do is I'll just put an and here, and part name equals let's just do the right arrow. It will do that. Else, if it's not, I can always just change it. And here, when this is less than 1, I'm just going to use the left arrow for it. Now, once I test this out, it should work. Okay, if we zoom in and we press the right arrow, we go right up to Apple's field, left arrow. Okay, right now it's increasing it. That's not the one that I want though. So let's just check what's wrong. That part. Also, right now, actually, this is changing regardless if it's greater than or less than. So for this one, I just go do an else statement for this instead. So go say else if part dot name equals right arrow. Then what we're going to do is increase the deaths count, and we're going to just do if not. What we're going to do, just reduce the number. Well, else if part of the name is not the right arrow but left one, what we're going to do is decrease it by 1. Now I can just copy and paste this over here and just change plus to minus. And now this should be working properly for our deaths change. No, it changed deaths. Okay, so if we retest this, right now it's not working, so let's check what the error is. First, not that. For now, I just want you to check what the errors are. Okay, so we got right arrow. Let me just check if I spelled that right. Naturally, I did not. Let me just go ahead and... Actually, for part name, I could just change this one. Yep. I could just leave that as right arrow for it. Let's just check that I spelled that. I mean, actually, I could just copy and paste the name over. So we have right arrow. It should be sending. Actually, I misspelled these ones. Let me just go ahead and fix it. So now it should work properly now, since I got to fix that mistake. So yeah, I just misspelled right there on left arrow. That's weird. Yeah, it's not working. Let's just check what I did wrong. First of all, got the desk. We put that desk table. Got our right arrow and our left arrow. Check. I did not leave the space for them. Oh wait, I just put name in there. Let me just get rid of the name, and this should work. Okay, so now if I were to test this out, yep, now it's working properly. I click right there, it's creates a number, change it up. Now if I click on left arrow and moving it back towards the left, reducing number, and now we get to 8 apples field. So now what I can do is create our destination desk and just put them all over the destination signs for the other ones. So let's go ahead and do that. So for this one, I could create function, and actually, what I am going to do is create a script for that actually. And just so I don't forget, I just go quickly name this right arrow and left arrow for the script. And now for enter this, what I can do is I'm going to just put the script in, and then I just go get the text label, so local show sign equals script.parent.searchGUI.text label. Now that we got that, all we just got to do is get the add the destinations. So since I put them in a group, what I can do is just do local after destination equals, I just need to use script.parent.click detector. Excuse me. So now we got our click detector. We'll do click detector.mouse click next function. Now what we're going to do is use for IV in pairs, and we're going to put in our add destination. Actually, let's just get children to here instead. Let's name this our desk. So we'll do desk dot surface GUI dot text label equals. For this one, we will need our desk table actually and desk count. So what we're going to do is do local desk count equals script.parent.desk count. We also need our I was thinking of the destination table. So yeah, we will. What I am going to do is use the module script actually. Let's go ahead and create our enter function. So function desk.enter. For this one here, we're going to have our what we're going to need is the children. So for this, I'm going to do after destination. Once we get our after destination, we'll do for. Actually, I could just copy and paste it over, which will be easier for me to do. So let's do that. Just go copy and paste this over to here. And what we're going to do is do desk table now actually for text label, all I just need to do is just get the sign show. So let's do that. Show sign. That's the one. So I will do show sign dot now I'll change this to destination actually. do destination for that one. And now that we're here, got our soul shine there. And now I can require the module that's the local test module equals actually module that's equals script.parent dot module that's. So we'll do here. Oh yeah, actually I have to require that. Let me just go ahead and do that. And we're going to do module des enter. Okay, we're going to put in the children of after des. And then here we got our desk count for the destination. Next we're going to naturally show sign is our destination for that one. And that those ones should work. So if I were to test this, when I enter the destination, it should be able to show it on the outer destination. Okay, so now if we were to test this out, 141 Coliseum, we click enter, the children, oh, actually I just need to get rid of get children actually, so let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, so now if we test it, this should hopefully work. Alright, so now we're going to 43 Candy, click enter. Okay, get another one. So it says text label is not a valid member surface GUI. If I go to surface GUI, because right now what we want is the text label. Oh, I see what the mistakes was. I actually forgot to put in text in there. So let me just put in text for the module. Yes. Make sure just go check if that was text. Yep, it was text. So now if I were to test it out, it should work. Okay. Now if I click enter, enable to get property text, straight expected, got instance. We actually probably forgot to just change the enter button for text label. Yep, I just forgot to put in text. So all I just need to do is just put text, and this should work. So now if we go ahead and do this, I click enter. Yep. Enter this. 143 Kingsway. That's not working. Okay, let me just check what's happening first of all. If I go to enter here, shine show. Actually, let me just bring this down to here. Actually, I'll just change this just to... Yeah, actually, let's just put the show sign here, down underneath the event. This should work. Okay. Now if I test this out, you should get 141 Coliseum. Now just have to enter this. If that does not make sense, let's just check if I am getting the correct one. Show sign. Show sign here. Oh, actually, I'm not getting the show sign one. Actually, I've been getting it from the enter destination, so that's why it was looking weird. So let's go ahead and fix it. So we just need to do script.parent.show sign, and now it should work. Once this works, then I can start working on the GUIs. Now if we test this out, when we enter, yeah, now it's working. We got our 8 apples field on there. Although I will need to fix the back part actually, because we don't want 8 apples field in there. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do local number table, because we don't want the like the words on the back, just a number. I might just go just do a number table, and we'll just do 43 8 for 1 43. So for this one, this will just be 1. And for back, all I just need to do is if this equals back this, then what we're going to do is set the destination. Because we are going to need... Actually, let me think this out through. So for the number table, we're also going to add in just this blank for not service, and I'm also going to put the quotation marks for these numbers. Then we'll do number table, and then we'll do, gonna add in desk count. Value for our number table, and then it'll put the number in here for the back. Now if we just go to enter, yep, here we go. I just need to add in the desk count, so we'll go desk count equals script, no, yeah, script.parent.parent desk count Now I can just put that into here. And I'll just actually put in dot value in there. So it'll be in. And now if we test this out, it should work. Unless I maybe misspell something, but it should work. So now if I were to test this out, let's do 8 apples field. Get one on the front side, not the back though. So we got the back dash. So here we were saying if back dash and testing. Okay. Let me just sort this. And for the module scope, I'll just change the name to this.name. And if it's equal to backdash, then it'll just do that. Oh wait, actually, I will need to do the else saver for that. Now that I think about it. So we'll put an else. It'll just put the destination in for the other two. And this should work. So now if we test this out, and we do 43 Kennedy, got our 43. Yeah, all of this working so far. Got our 43s in there. And the destination. So if we were to move that up a bit more, let's for one Coliseum. Yep, all of it is working. So now that we got the physical buttons working, let's do the GUIs. So for GUIs, we're going to go to the buttons. Actually, gauge. So once we get to gauge, I'm just going to move this over towards the bottom here. Well, I'm actually going to put it into starter GUI. So first of all, let's get our screen GUI. And then I'll just copy and paste that instead. Be a lot more easier. So for this one here, what we're going to do is I'm going to add in a frame into here, and this will be our destination sign. Let's just put this somewhere, I guess around there will be okay. And now what we can do is put in our text label. This one will be our destination sign. For this one, we'll set this to top in surface. And then I can just scale that. Next I can... Actually, I wanted that to be a text button, not the text label. So let me just go ahead and fix that. I'll just reclass that into a text button. Much better. So now just copy and paste. And then I'm going to move this over to here. This one over here will be the left button. And then the other side will be our right button. Just like so. And then we just go to stretch the frame out. And now that we did that, I'm going to add in our enter destination. This one will be our enter destination. So I go to do enter des. For the text label, this is going to be a green one. Then they could just make this darker. Well, dark for the background, which is my bad. Oh, because I had text in there. So now let's change that background. Okay, so we will get in the enter des. Now I can also put that for left arrow. So now we got our destination up there. Now what we can do is add an object value. So what I get to do is put in the object value. I will click on the value and press this on enter des. For me, the way I did it is I pressed the value and I just did alt and click on here to get the object value to get onto there. So now I'll just do the same for the others once I get there. So for right arrow, same thing. We just go add in the object values. And now we just need to change it. So for right one, and then the left arrow too. Okay, that's good so far. And then we also have our object value here. And this one will go to the enter destination. Okay, let me just actually move the enter destination up a bit. No, actually move away there a bit. There we go. So now that we got to do that, what we need to do is put in our scripts. So first of all, I'm going to get the destination. So local destination equals script.parent. And then we'll do local object value equals script.parent.value. And now what we're going to do is use an event for the destination dot else one click connect function. And now what we're going to do is also get our, well, actually I'm going to come back to the destination and work on the right and left arrows just to make sure to get those ones working. So we'll just copy and paste this over to here. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to change the name of this to right arrow. Just like so, and I'm going to require that module script again. So for this one, let me just bring that gauge back to this one up here. Just go to Ctrl+B. Yep, we got the frame there, so that's good. So once that button is pressed, we're going to do right arrow object. So we're going to use right arrow object. Oh, I need to do the value again. That's why it wasn't working. So after that, I just need to do dot parent dot module des. And right now I just need to require that. So local module des equals require the module. And then for this one, we'll do module des dot if we go to module des and check what that one has again, we're going to go for that change des. So for that one, we're going to do change des. And for that one, we're going to need let me just check what we're going to need for this one. Okay, so for module des, we're going to need the name of the thing. So we're just gonna put right arrow for that one. Next, we're going to have show sign and des count. Okay, let's just do that and put in show sign. So let me just get that. So local show sign equals right arrow object have value dot arrow dot show sign. Here put in show sign, and also we also need that des count. Local des count equals right arrow object dot value dot parent dot des count. That should be everything for that one. Yep. So now if I were to test it out, let me just check if it was using the script. Yep. Okay, so all I just need to do is just copy and paste the script over and just test to make sure that this works. Okay, and then for the other one, I could just disable that and let's test it out. Okay, so now if we test this out for right, okay, that's not working. And let's just check here. Text. Okay, see, so I also need the text label. So let's go ahead and do that then. So we're also going to need the text label. Let's read. The text label is there for that one. Let me check what I did wrong right here. I show the text. Yep, we use the text label for that. Okay, so if we check the other scripts, Let's check on the right arrow. Oh. Let me just get rid of that. If we get the text label for here. Here we also need to get the text label. So .server GUI .text label. And then I just go put true to show that we're using the GUI for module script. So if I modify this part, edit, use GUI. So this one is using the GUI, what I can do. I'm going to create a function here. No, actually, we'll leave this alone. So for this, I'm going to say okay, for the right arrow, what we do want is our destination sign. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly change the destination sign for the GUI. Destination sign should be here. Yep, just need to enable that. And then I'm just gonna change that destination sign just to text label. And now I'm just gonna deny that. Anyways, destination. Okay, that did not change it. Let me just quickly change that to text label. Yep, there we go. So now that I changed that, all I just need to do, go do local destination equals script.parent.parent.destination. Now that we did that, we're going to want to change the text of that too. And then here we go, put in if use GUI equals true, then all I'm gonna do is, okay, so what I'm going to do is also put in destination GUI. So what I'm gonna do is put destination GUI dot text is equal to, okay, I'll put this up here, disable as count of value. Now if I were to test this, now let's just test it out to make sure that this works. Right there. Alright, so now let's just disable that, test this out. So if we click right, it's changing this part too, so that's good. Okay, work right. For some reason that part's not working. Alright, I just need to actually also put in destination for that right there on GUI. Let me just do that. Let me just quickly right there. Okay, that was the wrong one. Let me just do the right arrow GUI, and I'm just going to change this and add into destination. Did I put destination for this? No. this one I want to put in destination. So now if I were to test this out, here, let's test this out. Okay, chasing that one, but not here for some reason. Let me just check the destination. Okay, so when I press the right arrow, I forgot to put in text. So let me go ahead and just put text in there, and then this should work. But it actually does have destination GUI.text though. So I'm not sure why it would not work. But first of all, we went to our destination. Got text labels here on the surface. I mean, we even have use GUI set to true for that one, so why wouldn't G work? Let me just check if I put this right. Destination. Dot text. I just pronounced it, put destination there. And if I put destination GUI.text in here, you should be able to change it for the other side. After I could also just change it to show sign.text. Excuse me. Click. Yes, for some reason it's not working. Like, that's so weird. I think for this one, what I'm going to try to do is put in a new text label and see if that fixes it or not. What I'm going to do is put in text label. Just going to put it over here. Then I'm just going to copy the color. You can also change the color of the text. Good. Text size. Then I can change it to not on surface. Now I gotta take that one out and just rename this to destination and see if this works or not. Destination. Now just go copy and paste it over. Okay. Let me just get the scripts out of the way so I can just delete that. Okay, and then I can just copy and paste it. So now if we test it, this should hopefully work. it changed it to 43 Kennedy. For some reason, it's not text, changing the text label from there. If I go to destination, and then if I change the text, wait, do I have this one enabled at the bottom? I mean, it's possible I may have that enabled. Yeah, I forgot to disable that. Let me just go ahead and do that. Before we go up. Why are you not working? Okay, for the module scripts, I'm going to print out destination GUI to see if I guess something from it. Let me just go ahead and try that out. Not information, but log. Yeah, actually, I get nothing from it, actually. Because if I were to check the right arrow, because we do have our destination there, but for some reason it's just not seeing it, which is weird. Oh, actually, maybe doing the... Actually, it is getting this destination. For some reason, the object isn't seeing it, which not sure why. Let me just change it to destination. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to print made it here. Now if I test this out. Just some information. Made it here, destination. Okay, so finally did recognize destination, but it took like a long time for it to recognize it though. So now if I were to actually move in, because it is seeing all the other ones. Yeah, like, honestly, I'm not sure why this is happening. I made it here. Destination. It's good so far. So far we got the right arrow. Show sign we do. Oh, actually, now I just realized I forgot to also add the FGUI towards here down at the bottom. Let me just go ahead and do that. I were to just take that out, this should work now. So now if I go and press the right button, it should be able to change the text of it now. Yep, that was a silly mistake that I did. So now it should be working. Yep, now we're getting the destinations changing, and now I can start to implement this towards the left arrow. Let me just copy and paste this over. And this will be the left arrow GUI. Now I can just change this to left arrow GUI. Left arrow object. Now I can just change that. Just need to move that over. Yeah, now that's a lot more better. Left arrow object. Left arrow object for that one too. Just need to do the same for this and just put in left arrow. For here, I can just put in left arrow. We just check to make sure it was left arrow. Just need to put in capital A for that. And yeah. So now if I actually need to restart that. Okay. Now I can just copy and paste it towards the other side. If I can find where that is. Okay, there we go. Now I just need to get rid of that. And I can just paste that in. And now this should work for the left button also. Now our destination can go up and change. Our left button's not working. I'll just need to quickly fix that. Left arrow, what I just need to do, just need to use the GUI again. And it will be fine. For a left arrow, here we go. I could just take that out. Yep, now this should be fine. This should now be working for the left and right arrows for the GUI. Now if I test this out, right one's working, and yeah, left one's working, but I just need to fix that part. Let me check what that was missing. Left arrow. Okay. So for error I got, let's just check what that error was saying. This one's saying invalid argument. Okay, books better, got nail. Okay, not sure why that happened. I mean, we are using left arrow. Let me just test again and see what happens when I use the left arrow, because the right one was working fine. So if I were to test the right arrow, yep, we have no problems looping this. But once I use the left one, yeah, getting an invalid statement. So for this one, it's a table.max to number destination. Oh, okay, that's table. Actually, I just need to get rid of to number, and this should be working just fine. Let me just go ahead and do that. And now this should work properly. So now if we test this out, we're able to use the right arrow to go all the way back to not a service. When we use the left arrow, it should work just fine. But I'm getting this error though. Let me just check what this is. This one's saying show sign.text. For some reason it says it's getting an error. It could be because it reached to 0 actually. And that could be the reason why. So for this one, I may need to change that. Okay, so first of all, let me just go back here and test what's wrong. So when I go all the way back to not service, I get the error, but then it fixes itself. Okay. So I think what I should try to do is, let me try to see if this works where I move the others. If so we got +1, -1. So for this part here, when this goes to here, we're saying if that's our value happening, left arrow, we have our desk count changing. Okay, so we go back to module script. Here we say else if desk count is less than 1. Okay, destination value equals table.max. Test table use GUI. Okay. Let me actually change this up actually, and I'll put that desk count below it, and the other one I go put it below it and see if this works better. If we test this out on the service, Okay, so far it's working. But although it did take some time for it to change. Because for this one here, the destinations is at 1. And if we were to increase that by 1, so actually increasing it by 1 should be fine if I put it up here. Increasing it will also just be fine. So I'll just put that down here. And then I'll say for this one, I'm going to do print desk count to see what that is like and to get an idea on how to fix this. Okay, so if I check log. Okay, just brings that down to 0. Before it was 1. Since I did that, it brought it back down to 0. So once it got up to hero, check. So for this one, for the left arrow, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this if statement and just change that. So if, where was that? Let's count of values less than 1 and that. Then what we're going to do is use the desk count value. Where was that? Desk count dot value dot table max. So pretty much for this one, I'm going to copy and paste this part and bring over towards the other side. Okay, that's good. So now what I can do after that, I just need to put in this else statement. Else. Just put this down here. And then now we just need to do minus equals for this. Left arrow, we want to bring that to the max. Okay, so now if I were to test this should work better. Oh, actually, since I did that before, I just need to get rid of desk count of value minus equal 1, since I already have this one up here. So let me just test this out to see if this works. Yep, now it's working a lot more better, and I'm not getting those errors. And now all we just got to do is use our enter desk, and we'll be finished with this. So now if we go back to our screen GUI and enable it, right now we just got to spread that last part. And for this one, we're going to just put in enter desk, just like so. And first of all, we're going to get our text button. So local enter desk equals script.parent. Just gonna put enter desk. That's one click. Connect function. This. Now for this enter desk, what we can do is, first of all, we're going to require the module desk. So first of all, local module desk equals require script.parent.parent. No, actually, I need to use the object value, so let's do that quickly. Local object value equals script.parent.value. Now that I got that, I'm going to require object.value .parent module desk. Now that I got that, what we need for our enter destination is we need to get our add destination desk count. So for our add destination, we're going to do local. Actually, just gonna copy and paste the name over. After destination equals game dot object value dot value parent dot outer destination, and we're going to get the children of that. And for the other one, what we're going to do is, actually, let's just lay that out for that. We also need to get our destination. So if we check our previous enter desk, okay, we just need to get rid of this part there. Actually, we just need to get our show sign. Show sign equals object value dot parent dot. Actually, need to get rid of that. Show sign. And for this one, we can get the text label. Yes, text label. We need to get that. For this one, we're going to say module desk dot enter, and for here we're going to need the add destination get children, and then we'll have our show sign in there, and we also need to get the text of that, which we can do. And lastly, we need to get our desk count. Let's get that. So local desk count equals script. And you get object value dot value dot parent dot desk count, just like so. Now we're going to do desk count dot value, and now if we test this out, this should work fine. Let me just copy and paste over for the gauge. Control-Shift-V. So now if I test it, it should work. Actually forgot to disable the starter GUI, at least for the destination GUI. For that one, I just need to disable that. But first of all, I'm actually going to save before I forget. And let's disable this one. And now let's test this out. So now if we were to go to 43, let's test out 8 apples field, and as you see, it works. And plus you can also move the destinationals over to the what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, you can also move it over to the mobile one too. So pretty much what I'm going to do is just copy this frame, and then we're just going to go up here, go to buttons, and then we can just do Control Paste V. And firstly, I'm actually going to copy the button, just so I can, let me just put that back in. No. Yeah, I accidentally got rid of that. So let me just do Control V, Control V. I'm going to copy the buttons over. Can't do that. Okay. Let me just get rid of this then. Just go delete that. Control Z V. Just gonna make this visible. Frame. Okay, just need enable. And as you can see, we got this up here. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm just gonna move the frame. Let me just create this as here. Just go select all of them. Just going to just scale this down a bit more. Yep, this should be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use auto scale. Just going to use unit conversion. Just going to scale position, scale size, just so that it will look fine for mobile. And I'll also have the link in the description down below, so you can get the auto scale light, so you can get the GUI looking good on mobile. So now if we test the mobile one, just need to change the device. There we go. Now all I just need to do is just move the buttons and just put them back to where they were. And just going to put it in plugins. Oh. Let me just Control C and Control V. There we go. So now if we test this out, this will also work on mobile now. And you're now one step further to complete the bus. Okay. Now if we just test this out, candy, apples field, and then if we press enter, and just test this out, we got 8 apples field there, 8 apples field, and then behind here, we get 8 here. Yeah, everything is working so far, which is great. And plus mobile, you can also just press these buttons if they want to. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. And if you're wondering how to set up the bus like this, like to actually get the movie and be able to drive it, I have another video you can watch.